Hello again, Cancer. Dadhichi here with your monthly horoscope. You can't afford to be crab-like this month. I don't mean that in a nasty way, but we do know that the Cancerian crab does tend to hold a lot of the feelings within themselves. And now you've got this favourable aspect of Venus in your 10th career house, aspecting Jupiter in the 12th house. So you really need to put your best foot forward, speak up, let your charm, your ideas come forward. Some of your hidden desires can actually work well for your professional activities right now. You might be a little bit shy and think, oh, they're not going to really like this idea. Put your ideas out there. Don't let your ego get in the way. Even if 8 out of those 10 ideas are knocked back, the 2 that are picked up could be very lucky for you and profitable as well. Now I see these influences from around the 1st to the 7th, and then you've got this powerful conjunction, a very passionate conjunction of Venus and Mars in your career sector, showing us a revival of your interest, your passion, your love for the work that you do. And of course I always say to people, if you're not interested or enjoying the work that you've been doing, even if you started off loving that, it's time for a rethink, Cancer, on that. Now the other side of the coin here is that these 2 passionate planets, Venus and Mars together, are, in a very liberal reading of the conjunction, a sexual combination. So for some of you this could stimulate your interest in a co-worker. It could indicate some sexual issues surrounding your work. Maybe it could indicate that you've got to dress a little more provocatively. For example, if you're in sales, marketing, that type of thing. Dressing a little more provocatively. We know that they sell products using sex. Now, I'm not saying that you should walk around in a bikini, but I'm saying that you can maybe pay a bit more attention to the way you're presenting yourself, the fashion statements you're making, and how that can positively impact upon the way you work. Now, the very important transit of Pluto, its motion coming to a standstill. We call this a stationary retrograde motion. Stationary retrograde means it's coming to a stop and apparently moving backwards. Now this takes place in your marital sector, the 7th house of your horoscope. So marriage is going to be very, very much on the agenda at this time. For those of you that have fear of marriage or fear of commitment, and there's a lot of us out there that have that, then this is a time to examine those sort of issues. Or perhaps you're with someone who cannot make the commitment. How long have you been with this person? Have you had enough? Then maybe this is the time to say, look, you need to make a decision. This could be what I call the stage of ultimatums. The profit sector is very nicely aspected by Venus and Neptune. This occurs on the 19th of April. Then on the 20th, you've got Sun and Mars also tenanting that area. So we can see an upswing in your profitability. Also an upswing in terms of your connectedness to your networking. If you want to improve your business life, your social life, you've got to get out there and get more of those business cards printed for yourself. You have to be known during this period. Resolution to some of those relationship issues can come through the help of a friend. The position of Venus in the 11th house in what we call trine aspect to Pluto in the 7th house on the 25th of April is really, really nice. And this shows that you can start to get some access to the methodologies that are going to help you to resolve some of your relationship problems. There's a lunar eclipse in your 5th house of love affairs. So this should hot things up in that area, but maybe not in the way that you expect. Perhaps you'll start to realize something about someone you didn't know. Someone that you've had an attraction for may suddenly die off in terms of your estimation. And that's well and good, because then you can move on to greener pastures. The final aspects of the month, 27th, 28th, Mars from the 11th house to the Neptune. Travel plans could be on the agenda. And now if you've had some dreams, you can start to formalize that practically and actually do something about it. Fulfillment of your life dreams, maybe this could be one of them, traveling offshore. 28th of April, nice end of the month with Venus in a great aspect to the Sun. Good for health too. Join me at astrology.com.au, Cancer. There's lots of other stuff there, including readings with me and a lot of my associates, and our daily, monthly and yearly readings in focus. Till next month, have a good one. Bye-bye.